This course goes into minute details and shows everything step by step. I'm also answering a lot of questions. However, no matter how much information I'm giving, you still may have issues. You might be getting some error messages. You introduced some bug in your code. You are stuck with the installation and configuration issues. You are expecting some output, but you are seeing some different results and wondering where did you go wrong? How do you deal with those situations? Well, there are two steps. First, try fixing your problem. Second, ask a good question in the support forum. Let's talk a little about these two steps. If you are facing issues, don't get frustrated. Bugs, error messages, configuration problems, unexpected results, these all are part of a programmer's life. While we learn new technologies and tools, we also learn to solve these types of problems. It's part of the learning process, and finding solutions to your day-to-day programming problems is not an impossible thing. All you need to do is to take a systematic approach and don't lose yourself until you fix it. The first thing that you should do is to read the error message carefully. Try to understand it. Most of the time, the error message directly indicates the cause of the problem. You may also get a line number. See if you can figure out the problem. You can also take a step back and comment out the code that you added since the last successful run. I see a lot of people applying an incremental approach. They write some code, test it once, then add some more code and test it again. This progressive approach helps you to focus on a smaller part and narrow down the problem area to fix them quickly. You can also compare it with the example code files. See what you are doing differently. You may also want to watch the video again and perform things step by step as explained in the videos. See if that makes any difference. Google is another big help. I often take the error message, add some context to it, such as Java or Kafka, and Google it. You might be lucky enough to get a reference to Stack Overflow or some other forum or blog for the similar problem that someone else has faced. I often get a solution. Sometimes you can also Google for a straight how-to question. For example, how to compare strings in Java. You might get a nice 2-3 lines of code for the same, which you can use in your program. Still not able to find a solution to your problem? That's perfectly fine. It happens. Occasionally, you may need some help, and it's perfectly fine to ask for it. A good question is most likely to get an exact answer that solves your problem. A lousy question may not even get a response. You might be wondering what makes a question good. Well, there are few things. Be positive. I know you are feeling frustrated, and it often shows up in your questions and your communication. But if you keep things positive, you are more likely to get the help. So, ask very nicely for help, and you would be very grateful if anyone could help you and you can get a response. Be specific. Don't just paste a massive line of code or the entire stack trace and say, getting this error, this doesn't work, what is wrong? If you have done your first part of narrowing down the problem, you should know precisely where the problem is, what exactly isn't working. So send those details. People are looking for more information than what you are trying to do, what is working and what is not working. The exact error message in the most straightforward and readable form. Your problem must be a learning opportunity for anyone who is trying to help you. I often answer many questions, but all the other people in the forum are there to learn. And if your problem is a learning opportunity for others, they'll spend their time to respond and help you. One more essential thing is to thank someone if that helped you. It could be an excellent method to communicate back to them that your problem is resolved. I often look back into forums, and a vast majority of helping people are not thanked for their responses. That doesn't encourage people to help people again. Finally, while you are there, why not answer someone else's question? Give back a little to the course. Get recognized by other people and learn more than everyone else. Solving your problem and solving someone else's problem can give you an edge. That's all. See you on the course. Keep learning and keep growing.